So I believe Sergeant Todd, do you want to come out and try to explain that again?
I'll try to clarify the dog. Okay, and being an ex-dog handler, I have a little bit of knowledge, probably quite a little bit, but some knowledge in dog and in scent theory. Okay, and handlers become very aware of their dogs and their dog's body language. And as a handler, you read a dog's body language. Okay, you know what a dog does when he searches a certain way. You know what a dog is doing when he's tracking a certain way. If he's tracking human scent, if he's tracking scent which is vegetation that has been damaged, you can normally tell that by paying attention to your dog. This handler told me when she finished her trailing, and not tracking, and there's a big difference, her trailing of any scent that belonged to Laci Peterson was, in her opinion, when Laci last left that house, or something with her scent on it, the most recent time that she left that house, she was in a vehicle. Now, whether that's from her scent being in a vehicle as it leaves the house, whether that means she was in a vehicle, again, that was a tool, we used it, and that's what they told us, and we followed up as much as we can on anything that the Bloodhound provided us.
But that could have been days before the incident.
Could have been days, could have been weeks, but it would have been the most recent time that she left the house, according to what the handler said.
Could you have gotten any sort of scent from anything that might have been taken from the home across the street during the burglary and followed that?
Well, the dogs are, they scent discriminate, and so when the handler collected items out of the house, they were very careful to collect things that were only had Laci's scent on it. They allow the dog to sample that scent, and then that's what the dog trails, is just that scent. So I don't know that that would have anything to do with the burglary across the street.
Well, what I'm saying is, have you taken the dogs into the house across the street where the burglary was and see if there was any scent there that they could pick up?
Well, they wouldn't have done that. What they would have done was allowed the dog to do a trail, and if the trail led to that house, then that would tend to make you think that maybe she was over at that house at one point. The dogs didn't do that. Again, the handler explained to me, in her opinion, that when that dog, or when Laci left that house, according to her dog, that she left in a vehicle, but that's according to what the Bloodhounds were telling her.
How far did that scent take you anyway?
It actually took us over to Santa Rosa in Yosemite. And at that point, when the dog went on Santa Rosa, the handler said, quote, "The dog's body language changed." So what that means is maybe the dog is uncertain. I've seen that in my own dog doing tracking with him. The dog's uncertain, he's not quite sure, maybe he's lost the scent. Body language changes in a dog, and she noticed a change in the body language.
So based on the information you already have about the robbery across the street, is it all indications that had nothing to do with it, or it does? You offered the $1,000 reward, but based on what the other detective said, that the time frame didn't kind of sync up.
Well, the time frame isn't matching, and I don't mind telling you it's not matching up, but it's still a possibility that we need to follow up on. And again, the people that were there, maybe the ones that were actually committing this burglary, they may be instrumental, they may have information we don't have. And we don't know that if there's a connection, but we've got to continue to follow possibilities.
Can you talk more about that burglary? It's been reported there was a $50,000 loss.